Okay, so today I'm steering away from cooking videos for a minute and doing another DIY. This time I'm making a raised bed garden that I'm gonna put right over here next to my rosemary bush. And I've already got the soil, got about 9 bags of soil that I'm gonna put in there. And this is pretty basic build. It's just gonna be a 5x4 by 9-inch high, and all I'm going to do is just build it here, place it over there, and fill it up. It's nothing big, but I'm just going to go over a couple pitfalls that you might want to try to avoid, and a couple of things. So one of the first things I'm going to do is right here, I would not nail that the way it is, because it's that gap, and I just can't push hard enough to get it to fit. So what I did is just drilled a screw in there, and I'm just going to use that to clamp it together. And then just tighten it up. Hard to do this and hold the camera at the same time. But as you can see, that tightened it up real nice. And now I can go ahead and pop a few nails in there. And that'll give me a nice tight corner. Now I'm not going to just use the nails. A couple big wood screws, you know, nice good ones would work. If you wanted to pre-drill it and put those in, that would hold for a good long time. I bought these, but unfortunately I didn't measure it. Didn't realize my wood was so thick, and it's pretty much unusable because it's too small right there, as you can see. So I gotta take these back and get a bigger size. I thought I got off cheap. These were only about $1.50 each. So other than that, there's really not much more to it. When I get done here, I'll put my plants in. I've got show you what I got here. I got some zucchini, some macaroni peppers, and I'm gonna put a tomato plant in and a pepper plant in as well. Okay, so I'll be back whenever it's finished up and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I just got back from the store, and it turns out that the corner brackets that I bought were the biggest ones they had. So a couple things you can do if you run into that situation. First of all, the problem was that they didn't quite come across to the other 2x4, so that was the problem. So what I could have done, and should have done if I would have thought about it, is just cut a 45-degree angle here, cut a 45-degree angle here, and bring them two together, much like a picture frame, and then this would have been more than big enough. But since I already nailed them and I didn't really want to pry them out and take out all those nails and stuff, I found a corner bracket like this. So I put that, and I could have put one on top and bottom, but I really didn't want one on the bottom, so I got an L bracket that I'm going to put it on the inside down toward the bottom. And I think that will hold it just as well, maybe even a little bit better, because this is pretty solid. I don't think it's going to bend anywhere. Same with this, since it's a big flat L, that's not going to bend either. So probably keep it squarer, not that it really even matters. So here I got this corner all done up so you can see how it looks. I only put 4 screws in each, one on top, one on the side, one on top, one on the side, and I put 4 screws down here, so that's going to hold up real good. Now once I got the 4 corners done, another thing I'm going to do is put in a PVC post, and I'll show you more about that later. But what I'm going to do is set this up so I can make almost like a tent as a greenhouse effect for the winter, and I definitely don't need it there for the summer. But what I'm going to do is just go ahead and mount 3/4 inch posts in there, and I'm going to cut these off somewhat level, and then those are going to be my inserts, and well, that's what I'm going to be my holders for the inserts. and I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. So let me put that together and get it all ready, and you'll see what it looks like. But once I get the dirt filled up, all this will be hidden. You won't see any of it. Okay, so here's how it looks. You're best off pre-drilling these holes. Getting that drill in there and your fingers in there, pretty tight squeeze. So getting a pre-drill, you can set the screw in, then just drill it down. Okay, and so now what I'm going to do here is just cut these off about flush, just a little above on top there. And I'm going to use this for the other 4. We're going to have 4 on each side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they're going to hold a smaller piece of PVC that will bow from side to side. Which I just came up with that idea. I thought it'd be pretty cool. And try to make it kind of a greenhouse effect for the cooler months when it's, and maybe the first few frosts, get away from it. Kind of extend the season a little bit longer. So let me put the rest of this together and let's take a look at it when it's done. From side to side it was 57 inches. So 57 divided by 3 is 19. So here I've marked off 19. And what you want to do there is just get a square. It doesn't have to be exactly centered or whatever, spaced out. I was actually thinking really only 3 would be needed, but I've already got all the material for 4, so why not? But the big thing here is you want to just make sure, use a square and make sure that these are perpendicular. That's the most important. These are perpendicular because they're the same spaced in there. So just make sure they're straight. Got another one over here. And then screw those on as well. So that's just important that you make sure you got the middle ones completely perpendicular so it doesn't look all awkward and rickety. That wouldn't look very attractive. Alright, we'll be back if there's another step. Alright, another snag I ran into was these clamps are for the 3/4 inch regular PVC, not the CPVC. So it's a little loose, and that's not that big of a deal. But what I did was I took this, I had some flat L brackets, and what I did is just took a hacksaw to them so I could have some flat ledges, and I'm just gonna put them right up in there, and they do a good job. I might need a hammer to nail that one in, but they do a real good job of tightening it up. So that helped out. See, I have a couple over here, and they don't wobble. These naturally had it because of the braces, so I didn't have a problem in the corners, but these middle ones needed a little extra. So keep that in mind. If you don't want these too wobbly, I like to keep them straight, and so they look good when the extended pipes are in there. Alright, so I'm going to get the other side done here, flip it over, and put it in place. Be right back with that. Okay, so here we go. I got the garden into place. What I did was just try to level out the spot as best as possible. It doesn't have to be perfectly level. And here's how the inserts fit, and that's gonna make the dome for the winter time. I don't know if I'm gonna have it up during the summer or not. I thought maybe I could hang some trestles from there if I needed to. Not entirely sure if I'll leave that up or not, but that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching. if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I might do a follow-up video here once I got everything in, planted, and growing. Until then, once again, thanks for watching.